Okay, so we are at risk of losing bananas? What? Yes, yes, yes. Now, I record my shows about 1 week ahead of time. Okay. So it is actually my prayer and hope that what I'm about to mention is a thing of the past and not going to happen. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever this video finds you. My name is Jan. Welcome to my channel, to the Save Money and More with Jan channel. How you doing today? Sometimes I'm here on camera in front of you, looking at you. Sometimes you'll get a picture, and that's okay too. It's the message that counts, no, isn't it? All right. So I like to record my shows week to week, for example. You're going to hear this on Wednesday. What is today? Today is Wednesday, October 2. So you'll hear it on Wednesday, October 9th, if all goes well, technically. So at the time that I am literally like recording this, I'm hearing rumors to the effect that because of things in supply chain issue disruption, that one of the first things that we could say a little bit of a or see a little bit of a slowdown would be fresh bananas. Now, I know this sounds trivial, but out of all the fruits and vegetables in my entire life, I would have to say that bananas are my absolute favorite. How about you? I mean, I remember when I was a kid, of course, just eating banana as such. And then when I wanted like a healthier snack as I got older, I would take a banana, cut it up, slice it up into slices, little circles, right? And then I would freeze them. And it would taste like my idea of banana ice cream. And it really, really worked. There's another thing I used to love to do with bananas. I would take bananas, slice them up, put maybe a little dabble of peanut butter on top and a little bit of wheat germ on top of that. I felt that was a really healthy grab and go snack. Delish. Or literally take some peanut butter, just have the whole banana, just smear the peanut butter across the banana. I was in like banana heaven. I kid you not. Not to mention how I love bananas in recipes. I love banana bread, banana walnut bread, one of my favorites, especially in the fall. I mean, let me tell you something. That's one of the fruits that I would hate to say. These are things we take for granted. Do we not take bananas for granted? All right. So I'm thinking to myself, well, if that possibility, okay, is imminent, and there is a strong possibility, or by the time you're listening to this, that whole issue, the supply chain issue around the East Coast waters will be history. If that's the case, yay, I'm happy. But let's think about the fact that in general, I would say the majority of the folks listening may enjoy bananas at one point or two, banana split, a banana smoothie. Did you ever notice when you use a banana in a smoothie, it changes the whole complexity of the texture of that smoothie? Oh my word. That with some crushed ice, a little bit of milk, whatever other fruit you want to put in. And sometimes the bananas are so beautifully ripened, you don't even have to add one drop of granulated sugar or anything. Maybe you might add a little pinch of cinnamon to it. How about a banana layer cake or banana frosting? Oh my word. Let's talk a minute about when you bake with bananas, okay? If bananas might be a little more scarce to find, egads, I hope that doesn't happen. There's something that we forget about. Well, I do. I can't speak for everyone else. There's something that I forget about, and it's something to keep in your home or apartment for baking. Banana extract. Hello. Is it the real deal? No, but it's definitely a helper if you want that, yummy kind of sort of banana flavor. Okay. So that could make a difference. Like, even if you want to like jazz up some frosting in general life, the homemade frosting that you may have, just add a little pinch of that banana extract to your homemade frosting and have a banana cake. Oh boy, I'm telling you, delish. I know this sounds so crazy, and maybe I'm being bananas about bananas. But honestly, here's another reason why traditionally, in many cases, bananas are very much appreciated. Number one, they're very filling. Okay. You eat one banana. I've oftentimes suggested it on my show that especially like, when your budget is tight, but you're hungry, buy a bunch of bananas. In general in life, they're usually on the very reasonable side. You could do so many things. Yeah, the bird clock, it's okay. It's 6 a.m. the week before on a Wednesday morning. Just saying. Let's talk bananas again. And I'm not bananas for talking about bananas. Okay. We take the humble banana so much for granted, in my opinion. So many times I would recommend there are a lot of people on an extremely tight budget. Okay. And I oftentimes recommend if you like them. So if you like bananas, a banana is a filling thing, it's nutritional, and it's a great way to not skip a meal. Example, like I mentioned earlier, have a banana, okay, and maybe a little dabble of peanut butter smeared across. Yum. Or chop up a banana and make a smoothie. Or also have a banana and maybe a half a cup of yogurt. Okay. That's a great team together. And the bananas, when you make banana cream pie, how could I forget about banana cream pie? Oh my word. My mom had the simplest no bake recipe for that. I'll talk about that on a future show. But I'm telling you, bananas are never to be taken for granted. So, another alternative, if you don't have actual bananas, because you never know, or just keep it in your home or apartment, in your pantry, because you don't always necessarily have bananas. But hey, you're in the mood of banana bread. And you know how simple it is to make that. You could make an apple banana bread, even without the banana, adding the extract to your recipe or some applesauce with the banana extract. You could get very, very creative. Keep some of that banana extract. That also goes double for coconut extract. Okay. That's something that we also take for granted. In my life, mainly, the main extract that I would always keep is vanilla, okay? Which is great. I mean, we use vanilla in so many recipes. I mean, am I right or am I right? But I said, maybe it's time to branch it off a little bit, considering the fact that bananas are at risk of being hard to get maybe one day. It's just a strong possibility. For example, Another thing that could be, this is just a pure guess, I don't know for a fact, but it stands to reason to think the possibility is real. You know those banana breads, the mix that you could get, the box mix at the grocery store? Wouldn't surprise me if they go flying off the shelf. Keep in mind, we're in the middle of the fall, in the middle of the fall season. Now, I recommend many times people bake banana breads, apple breads, whatever breads, oatmeal breads. Yes, yes, yes. To me, they remind me of a treat. They're almost like a cake. Okay. If you bake a loaf or two of that for the week, okay, and cut off a little slice every day with your coffee, you can make your own coffee or do what I do. I do instant. Talk about an extremely inexpensive, extremely budget friendly recipe. And the beautiful part, it's already done up. Take a Sunday, for example, and do up your breads for the week. The price of a banana muffin outside here in the city, ay, 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 ay. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're huge and literally you could cut them in a couple of pieces and share it. But it costs pennies on the dollar to make your own banana bread, your own apple bread, in my honest. Oh, by the way, while we're talking recipes, if you have any stale regular bread left over, you could do so many things. Please, please, please be very, very useful of that. Toast them up, make your breadcrumbs, make croutons, make yourself some treats. Some people eat the croutons just as a snack. Okay, or one of my favorites, of course, is bread pudding. All right. And this is the time of the year. And especially if you have raisin bread, that makes a great bread pudding. So we have alternatives. Just be aware that it's totally possible that bananas may be one of the fresh fruits at risk for, let's say, just being a little bit harder to find, or probably the prices will be much more than usual. The humble banana, the thing we take for granted, the potassium filled banana. No, 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 no. Please don't take our bananas away. I don't ask for much, but one of my favorite fruits always will always be banana. And before I forget, I have to mention this to you. The other day, I was gifted with carrots and avocados. Okay. I mean, unlike 99% of the population that will say I'm wrong, to me, an avocado has zero flavor. It is just texture. It is just a filler. You have to doctor it up. Okay. So when it comes to avocados, take it or leave it, but thank you for the thought. Okay. But what's going on with carrots? What do you mean, what's going on with carrots? I have never in my lifetime seen carrots as huge as that. Maybe when I was a kid in a sci-fi movie, they showed giant tomatoes and giant carrots. I'm not even kidding you. These carrots that I saw in my lifetime, never, ever, ever. But they were beautiful and wonderful to make. Carrot soup is a good thing. Again, budget friendly. If you enjoy carrots, things of that nature, use them up, make yourself a beautiful carrot soup. Soup time is here, and I couldn't be any happier because if there's anything that could stretch your food and grocery budget, it's homemade soup. Thank you so much for listening. I really do appreciate everyone's time. Don't forget to come back in the future for some more uploads at 2 p.m. Eastern. And by the way, I'm sort of like a deli select channel. What do you mean by that, Jan? Well, there's some people that rather have short videos, and guess what? You get that option too. Okay. And that occurs close to midnight, if not exactly midnight, maybe a little earlier than midnight. So be on the lookout for that. Those are what I call my no frills videos. They're much shorter, they're 5 minutes or less. I try to keep it in line for the folks that they like shorter videos. They may not care for just a 1 minute video, but they want a little more meat on their bones. But 5 minutes can do it for them for too many reasons. There's so much material on here. Everybody wants to watch all the videos. I do not blame you. So I offer you that option as well. But hey, if you like to watch both types of videos, I'm here. Thanks so much for being here. And I really do appreciate everybody's time. Don't forget to come back in the future for some more uploads. Take good care of yourself and your wonderful family.